Episode 1, Season 1 of the Cousins and Cocktails podcast. I'm Ron. This Rube. Say what's up, Rube.
What's going on? Go ahead and kick back. Go ahead and get your cocktails ready. We're about to go in.
We just two cousins just going to talk about normal, everyday stuff like you might be doing at home. And every week we'll bring you a different cocktail and a different liquor to drink or libation.
Or beverage.
For the very first episode today, tell them what we got, Rube.
All right, today we're working with the Woodford Reserve. It's Kentucky Straight Whiskey Rye. We're going to let you know how it is neat. Then we're going to let you know a cocktail that we have concocted, put together. You know, we're going to see how that's working. Looking at 45.2% by volume, 90.4 proof. But this ain't for no kiddie mess. This the real deal.
Yeah, it's like what we used to call Kentucky windage. Right there. All right, so let's go, Rube. Without further ado.
A little strong.
Yeah, it is.
Salute.
Yeah. That face says it all.
Yeah.
So, on the very first taste, what you think about a neat pour of the reserve?
I actually like it. It is a little stronger than your normal whiskey you would get. You're looking at Jack and you're looking at the Canadian whiskeys such as Crown. You're not gonna get that feeling.
Yeah, 'cause I ain't gonna lie. Right now my tongue's still tingling.
So, but I like it. I get it. I do it.
For me, it's got a little bit of bite to it. It was smooth at first, but the aftertaste, afterwards, I still feel my stomach got a little burn to it. I ain't gonna lie. If you mix that with something else, it might be okay.
Yeah.
But just sitting back taking neat pours of that reserve, can't do it. Can't do it. You know what it kind of remind me of? Remember when I bought that Crown Reserve?
Oh, that special Crown.
Yeah, it was a Cleveland Cavaliers edition.
Yeah, the handcrafted.
That's what it was. Handcrafted Crown Reserve, and that's what it kind of put me in the mind of.
Yeah.
I almost ain't making.
No, that handcrafted was 50 though. 50% by volume.
So this is almost double that.
No, that 50% by volume. The handcrafted was 5% more.
Oh.
Than that was.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Man, I mean, real quick, anybody that ever drink Crown, they usually come in the little cotton, little bags, or that Reserve, it came in like a
wicker type.
Yeah. It was like a old basket type. I can't even describe it.
That woven yarn.
Yeah. That stuff was serious.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're gonna jump right on to the subject today. First thing we want to hit you with is sports. So you want to go first? You want me to go?
You go ahead.
All right. So sports topic of the day. Last night, the Dallas Mavericks, who were already down 0-1 in the series, Western Conference Finals, had a 19-point lead against the Golden State Warriors.
The Warriors can't go to sleep.
Key point is had. These boys let Golden State come all the way back, and I think ended up winning by almost like 10 points.
Yeah, I believe it's 12-point win.
Are the Golden State Warriors back?
Yes. And I believe they're better. Their bench is a little stronger than me. I believe Jordan Poole give them something they didn't have before. Kevin Looney is playing out of his mind.
Kevin Looney look like he's 75 years old. That man got an old face. I'm sorry. Every time I see Kevin Looney, I think that man is like Benjamin Button or something like that.
But he balled out last night.
He did.
Tell you that.
He did.
10 of 14, 21 points, 12 boards.
Yeah.
From Looney?
All right, I'm about to give you this take real quick. Tell me what you think. Now, most of y'all gonna hate this. I think it's a great idea. The NBA today, I really can't stand watching.
Uh-huh.
Every time they come down the court, nobody goes underneath the 3-point line. Everybody checking threes. Ain't nobody hitting them. I can't stand the 3-point shot. I love Curry. I feel like the 3-point shot has ruined NBA.
But last night, the Warriors gave you 62 points in the paint. That's how they came back. They wasn't chucking threes to come back. They was getting to that bucket. So that shows you it can be done, but it just the style that everybody want to play is Steph Curry 3-point long ball game.
So what if the NBA said from here on out you're only allowed to take 10 threes a game?
Oh wow!
Tell me, I think that would basketball would be so lit if you could only take 10 a game. You can use these 10 threes whenever you want. If you want to pull 10 in the first quarter, cool. If you think you want to wait to the third quarter, if you down at halftime, cool. If you have to wait until the fourth quarter and you ain't took no three all game and you wait till and not 10 makes, like you're only allowed to attempt 10 threes per game. You cannot tell me that defense wouldn't be better. Every game will be close because now if you're getting blown out, you really just
players will be stronger. Yeah. But to counter that, teams are doing the same crap because they're so hell bent on we got to play Warrior style.
Yeah, so everybody's trying
to replicate that. So
10 attempts a game. That's shut all that down. Right. 10 a game.
Okay, well, I want to talk about wide receivers in today's game compared to yesterday's game.
Okay, give it to me.
All right, now I was looking at these wide receivers training. Like we all know about the Tarek Cohen tearing his Achilles, and I'm looking at it like the reason these things happen because these guys do not lift. So they're going out there, and all of this is a lot of skill work. Okay. So I'm looking at the Odell Beckhams of the world and the Allen Robinsons, all these wide receivers that are very skillful, but in the same sense, they are very injury prone.
Okay.
So do you think that the yesterday wide receiver, even though they might be as skilled, are they a better fit for the football, or is it today's wide receivers better fit? Go back as far as like Andre Johnson, Anquan Bolden, them type of receivers. Like you can tell them guys was in the weight room. T.O.
It's different. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the rules are different.
Right.
So you don't necessarily have to be in the weight room.
Yeah.
So when Keyshawn, when Chad Johnson, T.O., Jerry Rice was playing, well, you was getting whooped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't have that 5 yard. They didn't have that 5 yard rule. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't protecting wide receivers coming across the middle. Like you had to be built like a tank to catch them passes. Man, Wes Welker was getting blasted.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And now they got all these rules to try to elongate the careers of some of these athletes, you know, not only wide receivers, quarterbacks as well. So when you're not getting touched, you know what I'm saying, like there's not as much emphasis to put weight and stuff on your body to protect yourself from these blows because you're not getting hit like that.
But don't you think adding that weight help you from these injuries?
Maybe, but adding that weight also might slow you down because it seems like the athletes nowadays are faster than they was back then.
Yeah, well, Randy Moss.
I mean, Randy Moss also wasn't lifting no weights neither. So you mean to tell me Randy Moss was a weight?
He wasn't a weight room warrior.
Weight room junkie.
But I'm pretty sure he was lifting more than what these guys are lifting today. Because you had to be in the weight room back then.
You might have been in there, and I don't mean you was looking there. You might have been in there looking.
Well, and that also crosses over to the NBA, like Kevin Durant with the Achilles tears and all these guys.
But see, Kevin Durant. You remember when they did his combine?
He couldn't lift.
He could lift 225. At one time, they had him lift 175.
No, it's 185 in NBA.
Yeah.
The combine. But he couldn't even get that up.
Yeah, but you play basketball. Basketball's not a collision sport. It's a contact sport.
Understandable, but now you're understanding like the game is more possessions. Yeah. So you got a lot of this. Don't you think you want to take care of this a little more? The lower half a little more. Just get in the weight room. Even me in high school, I was lifting just to stay away from injury.
Unfortunately, I think sometimes shit just happens, bro. It just happened. It don't matter how much you live. It stretch. That's all I can. Sometimes shit just happens.
All right, we're going to get into our cocktail of the week. Still, we're working with the Wilford Reserve. We're going to let you know a cocktail that was concocted for us. We're looking at 1 part whiskey. So we're looking at the Wilford Reserve Whiskey Rye Straight. That's what you need for this. 2 parts lemonade, 1 part ginger beer, and mint leaves are optional. I prefer with the mint, give it a little cool context. But we're going to go ahead and test this out.
You know the best part about the mint leaf? if your breath a little something, you just go ahead and just chew on the mint leaf when you get done. You don't even need gum. You got a little mint leaf just built into your drink.
This is called a whiskey lemonade.
Whiskey lemonade.
All right. Smell pretty good.
Yeah. All right.
See how that tastes.
Damn that up.
Oh yeah.
That's hitting right there.
Right.
Taste that ginger beer. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
I almost drank my mint leaf.
I did too. Yeah, stuck right on the top lip.
Almost drank my mint leaf.
Oh yeah, that's working.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the question. We done had the neat drink of the whiskey straight, and we've had the cocktail. Would you buy the whiskey again just to sip straight?
Yes. I will also buy it for cocktails.
So
I'm a whiskey drinker though, so whiskey is my thing. So
I'm good on whiskey. So we was at the bar and it was like we got 2-for-1 whiskey lemonades. You in there?
Oh, it's all day, all day, all day.
Yeah. I mean, I'd get it again. I ain't gonna front. The whiskey lemonade is pretty good. I'm not drinking that straight. But if you got 1 part whiskey, 2 parts lemonade, 1 part ginger beer, and you just so happen to got a mint leaf laying around somewhere, or a big piece of oregano, plop that boy in there. Yeah, that's good. I'll mess with that.
And this Wolf Reserve for a 5th is only $35.
Wow.
So price tag is pretty cheap.
It's a cheap drink right there.
So there you have it.
Fellas, you want to get that girl together quick. All you need is 35 big ones. Well, right there is it wrap. So, hey, I think that was a pretty good first episode.
Yeah, a lot more to come. Stay tuned.
Oh, before we go, quote of the day. You got one? I got one.
Don't let them limit you.